Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video is gonna be all about these here locks. I recently wore these. If you're a tribe member and you've been here for a while, then you already know that this was not recent. Your girl has some archive videos that deserve some airtime, and I'm about that life in 2019. So let's carry on. On a curls trip to the DR, honey. But if you follow me on Instagram, then you already know that. So maybe you'd want to follow. Yeah, these were definitely Rihanna inspired, chunky. Well, not just Rihanna, to be honest. They were really like a true Ross vibe inspiration for me personally. So they're really long. Oh. And I wanted them to be, you see how they're like really tapered on the ends? And they're not all the same size. So if you are interested in achieving this chunky lock look, but guys, it's pretty lightweight, so I'm able to do a ton with it. And I personally think it looks pretty natural. When it comes to faux locks, like I really want them to look semi-natural, even if they're gonna be big and long and super dramatic as these are. But yeah, so if you'd like to find out how I achieved this look, then keep watching. So these locks are on their way out. I'm about to get rid of them. I've had them in for a while, so I figured, you know what, before I take them out officially, like see this one? Ooh. Hey girl, hey. Let's share with you guys how I actually made this lovely lock. The tapered it. I wanted the ends to have splits, just like how real locks do sometimes. See that? So on the end of that one, it kind of like splits, but it's like thicker, it gets tapered on the ends. So I basically divided my whole head in two sections first with rubber bands. So on every piece of hair, before I actually put it in the lock, I use the Shea Moisture It's the Shea Moisture Hydrate and Repair. It's like a split end repair stuff. And let me tell y'all, this stuff is heaven sent. It smells amazing and it actually seals your ends incredibly. It's so good for protective styles. I'm like, what have I been doing with my entire life to this point without it? So the items I used, the Janet Collection 2x Mambo Rockin' Locks, honey, Rockin' Locks. They're super skinny. They're like this. So basically I had to find a way to turn these skinny guys into a thick chunky lock. So I took these, split them in, like turn them half like this so that one end is longer than the other. And I just added this into my hair. And I just braided it in. Like a normal single braid. Look at that. It's been like how long, and my hair still smells like the end sealer. Oh. So basically I ended up with this as my base. Braid it in, good to go. Okay? So with that, you can kind of decide how long you want to do these. So maybe you want to do it like split down in half, or maybe you want to do it like super long and leave your base. It's kind of up to you. And then for some of the locks, I did two, like this. So I'd have like two here, one this length, one this length, and then on the ends, I'd have one kind of stopping here and one kind of stopping there. And that's what I did for the locks that I wanted to split. So every few, I would make them two inside. So like this, same thing, wrapped it around and just braided it in. That way I ended up with a bunch of different sizes, so. And this was the base. So after I had that in, I took some kinky textured hair. I'm gonna try to find the brand that I used because I did use two different brands. You do not have to use two different brands, y'all. I just did that because I didn't have enough of just one. So then I got my kinky hair. And depending on how big you wanna do these, I was only taking like 1 to 2 pieces because I really didn't want the locks to be super heavy. This Got my short piece here. And then I just wrapped. I only went around the base like one time. Like I guess you could say 2 wraps. Then when I got to the ends, grab another piece. I'm adding it on top. And I'm making sure that this is going to be covered by the new piece of hair joining the party. And I would kind of make sure that the hair is kind of spread out. This also helps so that you don't have to use too much hair, because this is already a lock underneath, so it's not like you're even trying to cover a braid. Like, this is the only braid you're really trying to cover. The rest is all lock, so it doesn't have to be super dense. Now, see, this is where I played around. So let's say here, you know, we're already down to about here. Maybe you want it to start tapering. So you could either take this piece of hair and start wrapping it around here to secure it on its own, or you could go all the way down to the end with another piece of hair. And at this point, you can either cut this in half so that it will only go halfway down to like maybe here, and you want to keep the like little split on the ends if you like, or you can take the whole thing and then wrap down and see how far it'll go. The biggest thing about this that I loved is that I really didn't have to think about the ends, because the ends are already finished for you. So like this, I'm definitely gonna keep the ends. Like I'm not gonna keep adding more hair to try to cover these, because look, they're already blending. And like I said before, I really wanted that natural dread look, so I wanted some of them to have like cute split ends. If you know anybody with like dreads for a long time, sometimes they split. And yeah, and like kinky hair, as beautiful as it is, you don't have to do too much. You wrap it around and it's locked in. So yeah, this one has 2 pieces inside, and some of them only have 1. Like this is only 1, I can tell, you know, so this one was 2, 1. I just really mixed it up. And recently I discovered a new edge control, Lovely Bees by Brianna, here on YouTube, y'all. I'm gonna put her YouTube name right here. I met her recently at a Revlon event, and she hooked a sister up with this edge control. And I will tell you right now, throw the Hicks out, throw the other edge controls out, because this joint is the truth. So I'm not gonna do all of them at the front, because to be honest, I really enjoyed this style, but you know I got the itch, y'all, and I be changing my hair too soon, too often. So I just kind of want to like, I'm ready for the next style. So depending on your flavor, you could do a little or a lot of baby hair, whatever it is you feel suits you. I was doing more and more baby hair the staler this hair got, because obviously you get more hair kind of falling out. And I don't know, I kind of liked it as it got stale. It just started looking more natural, and I always appreciate a look like that when it gets stale. Like, it looks better the older it gets. And I found that because they already had like a soft crochet hair inside of them, they didn't stay like stiff and heavy and like looking like faux lock, like a big faux lock. You know, they had movement, and they're not too heavy, which I thoroughly appreciate, because already the fact that they're so long, they can be awkward sometimes at night when you sleep. But the fact that they're not heavy, oh Lord, thank you. I'm able to like pin them up and do buns and do cute stuff with them. One of these are like your best friend. This is the same type of band that I use for the wigs, and I use this as my hair tie. Flip it over. When you want it off your neck, this is my go-to right here. Do a little tie and flip her up. Yeah. And now you have a cute little up-de-doo-de-doo. 2 seconds, y'all. Maybe I'm not gonna take these out. Maybe I'll just refresh them. Huh? It's hard. Now that I refreshed one of them, I'm like, should I just refresh the hairline and call it a day? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's all for today. I hope you found this video helpful. This was like kind of a little bit of a different way to do your faux locks, and a different way to use crochet hair. Oh, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe to join the tribe, y'all, as well as turn on those post notifications so that you know when I upload. a video. Okay? I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Namaste.
Whispered that she don't drink, set the sheet rolling. Hope I don't think that just that we smoke that I'm gon' hit. I'm like, what you think, so think what you want. She had me a thing.